Okay.
Then there's Salma. Then there's my brother Ansar, and then it's me. So I'm the youngest.
Yeah.
And my elder sister, she was I think 22 years old when she passed away.
What from what?
We actually don't know ourselves, but it was a cardiac arrest. And by the time we took her to the hospital and doctors were trying to figure out what happened.
Maybe a hole in the heart. पता नहीं होता ना जब तक आप test नहीं
कराते,
and you know you don't really know till it happens what's hit
And
you.
I think it's also in our family because जब मैं छोटी थी, now I'm also going like really back when I was 2.5 years old. I had a hole in my heart.
Really?
Yes, and I had a surgery, which I have a scar on my back. It's a very huge scar. So they opened my rib and they sort of fixed everything inside. I was 2.5 years old, 2 years old. Yes, I was a little baby.
Wow, but that's something of a surgery to go through.
Yeah. But I don't remember any of it.
Of course.
But yes, my mother tells me कि जब तेरी सर्जरी हो गई और तू होश में आई, so तू छोटी सी थी और मुझे ढूंढने लगी कि अम्मी कहाँ, अम्मा कहाँ, अम्मा करके, और कहती with all those tubes and those machinery and those wires going on around you, you were just standing on the bed, Amma.
Wow.
You know. So it's a story that she likes telling everyone.
नहीं, because that shows your personality.
Yeah, that she's a survivor and stuff.
Wow, yeah. But I mean, I'm also surprised. How old were you when your sister passed away?
I think I was 13 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, 13.
What did you go through? I mean, this is quite traumatic.
I remember the experience.
I remember
I studied in morning shift.
Right.
So I used to prepare my own uniform and stuff every time. I was a very disciplined child. My mother also says that she's the only one who was very disciplined. So I remember I did everything and I slept. And we used to live in a small house. हमारा दो कमरे और एक लाउंज था और एक उसके साथ किचन था. तो हम पांचों बहन भाई और अम्मी. My father also had died by then. So
Achha, really?
I was 4 years old
when your father passed away.
Yes, I was very young.
That's terrible. Then your mother, who was a nurse, brought you up?
Yes, and then she started working again and all of that. And then this was another, I think, tragedy for her mostly than I think the children. So I remember that I was sleeping and suddenly, so I didn't see what happened. You know, like my mother, later on my sisters told me that she was just sitting, Huma was just sitting on the couch and she started getting fits, like, you know, and she was like, something's happening to me, I can't breathe, meri taangon mein jaan nahi hai. And so my mother just rushed her, jaldi se taxi जो भी थी, taxi, क्योंकि हमारा घर ऐसी जगह पे था जहाँ बहुत ज़्यादा मोहल्ले में था ना, तो गाड़ियाँ, रिक्शे आते वहीं होते थे.
And she was a nurse.
And she was a nurse, so she just picked her up and वो ले गई उसे hospital. So they took her to Jinnah because that was the closest. And so I just remember waking up and my sister said, उठ, सलमा ने मुझे उठाया and she said, उठ, hospital जाना है, हुमा की तबीयत खराब हो गई. और मैं उठी हूँ और मैं I just remember seeing my mother sitting on a thada type hospital का and Huma का गोद उनके सर में था.
So she didn't even make it to the operation theatre. I'm so sorry.
Nothing,
I'm sorry to bring this.
It's a sore subject for all of us.
It's not a sore subject.